All right, welcome back to Will It Grow. Today, I'm simply going to show you what kind of tool I use to test my soil pH. So, we'll do it right after this. Okay, so why is knowing the pH level in your soil an important thing for a vegetable garden? Well, I can tell you first off, your plants thrive on it being in a certain range depending on what type of vegetable you are trying to grow. Most vegetables that the average backyard home gardener like myself, the soil pH should be between a 6.5 to a 7. And how is that measured? Well, there's a pH scale that goes from a 1 to 14, and 7 is right in the middle. So anything from 7 down is considered acidic. Anything from 7 to 14 is considered alkaline, which is sweet. Vegetables, plants, they do not like sweet soil. So anything above a 7, can you still grow them? Yeah, but once you start pushing to that, you know, 8.9, 9.0, you're really pushing it. Your plants are not going to like it. So if you can get your pH between even a 6.0 to a 7, anywhere in between there, but preferably 6.5 to 7, your plants will love you for it. And that's why I did a video last year in regards to using garden lime in your vegetable garden before you actually are 100% sure of what your soil pH is. Because if you're already at like a, let's say 6.8, and you don't know it, and you say, well, I'm going to add lime. If you add lime, lime is a sweetener. Lime is going to make your soil go skyrocket towards the alkaline side of things, and you thought you were doing good, where you just did a lot of damage to your soil. And yes, can you eventually remove all that sweetness from your soil? You can with sulfur. You know, start a fire, you know, wood fire ash is pure sulfur, so you can incorporate that back into your soil, and in time it will bring the sweetness back down. But now you're playing a juggling game. Is it still too sweet? Is it? So before you add anything, check your soil out. This is the gadget that I use. I actually saw this on another YouTube channel called Ed's Crazy Homestead. You guys should check out that channel if you're not familiar with it. I will link uh, his channel down below in the description. I will also leave a link for Amazon where I bought this, which I don't know the name, but I will figure out the name and I will link it below. So let me show you. This thing is pretty awesome, pretty simple to read. It does like 4 different things, and it's pretty accurate because I've actually compared this tool to an actual soil test that I had sent out. And this thing was only 1 point off, or maybe they were 1 point off from this thing. And that's why I've been using this thing for like 4 years now, 5 years. And when I bought this thing and I liked it so much, and it was proven that this thing is accurate, I actually bought 4 more just in case they ever decided they were going to go out of business. That's the way I do things. So let's start with the source, which is the soil that I'm using on all the brand new raised beds that I am building this year, just to show you. So let's go check out the soil first. good gadget. All right, so the soil that I use for you guys that follow my channel, if you are new to the channel, I use straight up compost on my raised beds. That's what I do. This is some really good compost here. So let's start with the source in this pile. So I'm gonna turn it on. See, it always starts, you can see that it says pH. It's at a 7.0. So let's stick it right here and like stick it deep right there. Let's see what it says. You got to give it a few seconds. Okay, 6.0. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, 6.0 is fair enough. But whenever you do a soil test, you never do it in just one spot. You walk around your garden bed and you stick it in different spots. Wait 10, 15 seconds. Let's see what it does. There it goes. It dropped to a 6.5. Give yourself count to 10. And no, I'm not going to count to 10 like some people I know that love counting. I'm just going to stay quiet. Okay, so this is basically referring to me that it's around a 6.5, maybe a 7. Let's try here. I don't want to bore you guys to death, but it's a part of the video. It's a teaching video, so you have to bear with me. Okay, it's a 6.5. So right there, that's the main source right here. Now there is another cool gadget. I lost the back cover, but in the back here, there's a switch that this gadget, let me see, what am I doing here? See, if I switch it, it also tells me the sunlight right there. See, the sun is low because this purple sensor here picks up the sun. So the sun is low, which is accurate because it's overcast right now. The temperature is 18 Celsius. I don't do none of that Celsius bull. Ugh. I'm a Fahrenheit type guy. Okay, 64 degrees is the air temperature, and it tells you the moisture level. Right now it's dry. Well, it's not sticking in soil. So let's stick it down in here and let's see what changes. Okay, sun is still low. Okay, see the pile, it went up to 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which Celsius is probably, I don't know. I have no idea about that Celsius. You see the temperature, it's climbing. Then again, I expect it to climb because after all, this is a pile of compost. And it's dry. It says dry. I expect it to say dry. So let's go test it out on the raised garden beds. Okay, so this is, like, I've been building brand new raised garden beds. This garden bed right here is brand new. And I was going to wait a little bit to plant in this bed, but I decided to anyway and see what happens. But this raised garden bed is about 2 weeks old, I think. Let's see what the pH is in the garden bed. And I can't imagine it being much different than the compost pile, given the fact that this is the same compost. Yep, there it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's okay. 6.0 is nothing to be worried about. But don't take just this spot and without unclicking, let's go all the way to this end of the raised garden bed. Let's see. You always have to do 3-4 spots. 6.5. The first reading does not always mean right there, you know, there we go, 6.0. So that's telling me that, oh, it wants to jump. Maybe I should stop touching the darn thing. Okay, 6.0. I'm not disappointed with 6.0. And I will not add any lime because of a 6.0 reading. I will not do that because these pepper plants will do fine in a 6.0. Now, if it dropped down to like a 5.8, 5.9, then I would be a little bit worried. And I might add a little bit of lime, but a 6.0, I will not mess with it. I'm happy with that. Can you shut that dog up? That, I swear, I'm gonna strangle that little sushi. Shut up! I could swear he probably tells me off when he's barking. All right, we'll be back right after this. Okay, guys, that's about gonna wrap it for this video. It's, checking you little pipsqueak, shut up! Okay, guys, like I was saying, it's very simple. A simple little tool like this will definitely prevent you from making a big mistake by either adding sulfur, thinking your soil's too sweet, or adding lime, thinking that it's too acidic. So I will leave a link for Amazon for this little gadget right here. I also saw it on Ed's Crazy Homestead. I'll leave a link for his channel as well. And this is an important gadget to be successful at growing a successful garden. And I mean, I use this for raised beds, but if I was growing like commercially, like let's say, channels like Chicken Johnny and Walsh Farms and them, I mean, I would definitely, not go using one of these. I would send 40, 50 different samples to your local extension and have them do like a real, because I mean, these people, these YouTubers, they're growing in acres. So me, it's just raised beds. This is plenty for me. And if you're growing in pots and in raised beds like me, this will do you just fine. So guys, thank you once again. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down, don't matter to me. But if you click that subscribe button, it will help me if you want to follow along my journey. So, till next time, you guys stay safe.